Survivors Paintball Playfield, the longest running paintball playfield in the world. We offer many unique outdoor playfields and the ultimate paintball and airsoft experience, including on-site camping and our very own Hell Survivor Tiki Bar. Hell Survivors features the best scenario and big games in the world, like the legendary monster game featuring thousands of players from around the globe. Hell Survivors also specializes in paintball and airsoft parties for kids. Money-saving packages make it easy, affordable, and fun. And while you're on site, check out the new Exotic Sports location. They will beat any advertised price on any paintball item from any paintball store. Just bring in your best deal and we will beat it. Get started at hellsurvivorspaintball.com and let's wargame.
Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday evening. Like and share our stream, please. Check out madfrogpaintball.com for all our fun stuff going on. Yeah, good evening. Thanks for joining us. I always have all kinds of things to think about, start talking about, to say, and I forget all of them every damn time. But anyhow, it is a cold, wicked, windy bitch today. Pardon my French. That's not French. It is French, though. Never mind. I won't say that word. No need to. If there's a need to, I will. Anyways. All the way from California. Hey, it's probably a little warm over there. But I have a little bit more freedom. Hey! Here I am. I'm already Kermit should already start showing up, Dill. I already started cracking in on the California stuff. Anyhow, yes. Once again in my Bourbon Creek Ironworks thermal mug, I have my Jameson, but no Maui. I'm having trouble finding it again. It's so stupid. Lisa always comes through for me. Lisa Weber from Team Tags. The lovely wife of Roger Weber from Team Tags, and Robbie. She always finds the Maui for me. So we're probably going to have a, maybe you can come over Saturday or Sunday this weekend, Lisa, and bring some Maui and help us move the house to storage. Yes, moving the house to storage. Getting ready to get the hell out of here. Let's see. What do we want to talk about here? We're waiting for Mr. Shithouse is having some interweb problems from the way it's looking. I had to restart my computer a few times too. Yeah. Ooh, you guys see these awesome shirts? Only Frogs. If you guys are interested in these shirts, please check out our website. Like that says at the bottom of the shirt there, madfrogpaintball.com. You guys can get these. I will have some at Bones and Ashes as well. Yes. Actually, we will be able to do some custom work at Bones and Ashes as well. We'll have some fun. Speaking of Bones and Ashes is coming up here. We'll talk about Hawaiian Legends too tonight, but we'll hold off till Shithouse gets on here. But Bones and Ashes is coming up out at Black Ops Paintball in North Carolina. I'm really looking forward to it. One, because it's my first destination of my month-long trip. I'm taking a month off, guys. I'm trying to run away from Detroit for a little bit. House is going on the market, and we're going to let it get shown. While the fuck we ain't here. I'm going to be gone. And hopefully we got to turn around and come back because of household. If not, we'll be back after Jurassic or something like that. But ain't going to be nothing left in the house. It's going to be a little weird. I already feel weird. There's nothing on the shelves and stuff. My office looks normal because I haven't let her touch it. Oh my God. Yeah, still looking for some homes for some turtles. I don't want to just take them to the pet store. That's my last resort. So if anybody's interested in a soft shell turtle and a yellow belly cooter, yeah, look at this. Team tags will be at Bones and Ashes as well. So maybe I'm working on it. Ooh, Lisa, I don't have any 3X. If you bring a shirt, though, bring me a shirt. I'll be able to hook you up. All right. We have that capability. There you guys go. Team Tags is still taking orders before the game. They do some awesome products. Team color products. Roger says it's a certain way that sounds really good. But team identification tags and stuff, so to speak, is what Team Tags does. And then they go a little further at the fact they'll do custom lettering and stuff. I love my medic armbands instead of rapid tape because duct tape's the devil. Duct tape has a use, don't get me wrong, but it's not for marking players. Team Tags. But I've got some awesome white ones that have medic printed on them. They're very, very nice. So those are pretty cool. Sorry, I'm just checking what we got going on here. Oh, check that out. I just got a delivery from Amazon. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. I digress. So anyways, yes, we will have some of the Only Frog shirts at Bones and Ashes. We will also have some other capabilities there as well. We'll be playing around. It's kind of like our inaugural visit there. Those are very limited, so you're going to have to catch me to get one of those, and we'll see what sizes we got. I definitely have whites in stock, so colors are very limited right now. But you know what? Like I told Lisa, if you have some custom shirts that you want done and you got some shirts, bring them out. We'll see what we can hook up for you. Yeah, we're going to have some koozies. We got some custom koozies we're going to be doing. We have some fun. I'm going to enjoy myself. Like I said, semi-relaxed in retirement. Look at these sexy things. Oh, my God. Oh, damn. Shithouse just popped in and then went disconnected. Is he? Oh, he's here. He's here. Can he hear us? Is he frozen? Oh, no, he moved.
I can, but the internet's working like garbage.
Too bad. What do you call it? Let's put those masks. Put that mask back, Dill. Damn it. Look at that. Look at that mask. Kind of reminds me of the Ninja Turtles. But it's badass. I like that. Chris is obviously on his a laptop or something because he's pushing his face real in close to see what the mask looks like.
I would like to feel the material of it because it looks like it's softer, spongier material and less like rigid plastic. So I want to get my hands on one.
I don't actually think that's the case. I think it's rigid. I think we've come further with the color molding aspects of things and the way they look. I think it's a hard plastic instead, not a what, you know what I mean? It's the typical plastic that the mask is made out of. Yes, Roger, that is very green, and green is good. But, Harry, just don't share any pictures of palm trees and everything, and we'll be all right tonight. God damn it. Last week, while we were dealing with all the snowstorms and stuff, Harry started posting pictures from Jamaica or wherever the hell he was. Unfortunately, John is not going. Preacher is not going to be able to make it with us tonight. It's kind of nice having the three of us plus Aaron in the background, but he just likes to stay in the background, so he's not really here. Is we can oh damn, we lost Shithouse. Is we can bounce around a little bit and have some fun. It doesn't always have to be all three of us. Sometimes it's just one of us. Sometimes it's two of us. Sometimes it's one and a half of us, because Chris is here sometimes and then gone the others. I don't know. He's obviously having some internet problems, so hopefully they'll repair themselves a little bit. Check this out, man. Big Country stepped up. He got some MF Inc. Damn. When I started this goddamn stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get it tattooed on me. I didn't think anybody else would. I mean, there's quite a few on the team now. I'm humbled, so to speak, that it's grown into something like that where people get the Mad Frog tattoos. Jimmy, have you got your tattoo yet? I don't think so. There's like 6 people ahead of you, isn't there? Sorry, Jimmy, I had to. It's all right. I won't have to run that far. I just have to keep a certain space. Yeah, Roger, I think it looks rubbery. I'd really like to know. I guess we're going to have to find out. I don't think it is. I think it's pretty solid. I mean, is that all one piece, or is the visor a separate piece? See, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure the visor is a separate piece. Yeah, it's definitely a separate piece. So the visor probably is a little more rubbery than the mask, because that's usually how the visors are. They're not as solid. Well, I guess some of them aren't they? Shit's all different. I don't know. We will find out shortly. Freaking awesome masks, awesome colors. Wait a minute. Yeah, it turned out really nice. We got to find out where Country got it done too. I'm God damn. My daughter's got some ink that's unbelievable now. I'm jealous. I don't know. Lovely refreshment this evening. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. Hey, you're live on the show, needless to say. We're doing the Swamp Talk. How you doing?
Oh, everything's good.
Everything's good? Nothing's flooded out?
No.
No, so the roofers haven't caused thousands of dollars worth of damage still?
No, thank God.
All right, dude. Thank you very much. All right, bye. Be safe.
Bye.
Sorry about that, guys. We got a project going on right now that the roofers utterly destroyed. And we have garbage cans and trough systems all over the place in this building, and we're catching water. So we have to, with the weather getting warmer, we have to watch it, make sure the barrels aren't overflowing. Okay, back to the awesome swag. Yeah, we weren't at Extravaganza. Sorry. Other things to do. Those are Mad Frog patches, Harry. They are available on the website. There should be a new version coming out too soon. Mad Frog paintball ones. And I don't know. We're going to play around and do some other stuff too. So check out the website. They're there. Or if you're going to be at Bones and Ashes, there's the website right there. You see that? madfrogpaintball.com. Check it out. It's got all kinds of cool MF and swag. Excuse me. It's one difference when it's just the Mountain Dew and the Jameson. I'm burping more. The Maui Mountain Dew is smoother. I don't know. Anyways, look at this. See, now that picture isn't right though. Aaron. All right. Aaron, you got to come in on this. You got to come in on this because this has a lot to do with you and your posting of stuff. But pop that picture up again. Okay. That says Mad Frog Militia has 20K followers on TikTok. I bet you it's almost close to 21K by now.
Let me go look.
Yeah. So Aaron has been taking a bunch of the footage that we've done over time and has been throwing a little TikTok curve on it.
Actually, you're wrong.
Oh, I'm wrong. What is it?
20.2K.
20.2. All right. But look at the likes. I mean, check out our TikTok, everybody. Mad Frog Militia. All right. It's it's got a lot to do with our adventures and everything that we've been doing. Yeah, here you go. Nice little screen share. It's got hello, puppy. It's got a lot to do, all the different goofy stuff that we've done over the years. I mean, and there's some stuff in there that's going to show up that's really old. Some of the newer stuff, some of the stuff from, I posted some stuff from 2014 that I think got reposted, but we're going to definitely keep up on that and have some fun. All the road trips, another MF road trip, and all the other fun, interesting things that we've done are on our TikTok and our other social media. So check out our social media. Check out. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Dill, eating bugs is still there. I thought they took that one
Oh,
down.
no, I told you guys they put it back on after I put a claim or whatever on it.
So Shithouse ate a bug, and they took it down for a dangerous action. Yes. The TikTok
You should
police.
go check out To the Moon. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, yes. Is also check out To the Moon. Yes, that is definitely a good one. So definitely check out our social media, guys. Check out our YouTube channel. There's a bunch of us running around with cameras on, getting shot at, and trying to get some shots and some good footage while we're playing. Aaron's out there taking pictures and video when he can and mashing all the shit together to come up to some good videos and stuff on YouTube and our other social media. Who's going to Living Legends 14? That is a very good question. I can tell you pretty much all of Mad Frog Militia will be at Living Legends 14. Why? Because it's at fucking Hell Survivors. And yes, I used that French word. Fucking Hell Survivors, man. Legends is back at Hell Survivors. Woo! Looking forward to it. It's always a blast. Yeah, that's one of the videos, as a matter of fact, too. The chopper's been busted up, I think, more from falling and tripping over his own feet than actual, paintball related deal. I'm not giving my info to China. Oh, what does that got to do? What are you? You're not going to come on the show? Is that what it is? StreamYard isn't a Chinese company.
TikTok is.
Oh, TikTok. Yeah, whatever. We're already all fucked. That's why I've invested in Real Steel.
So we don't put the disclaimers on. TikTok automatically does that once certain things happen in the video.
Gotcha. Hey, he's back. Is he back? Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's way better now.
Way better. What did you do? Did you erase all the porn you had stored on your hard drive?
My internet for the last, I would say, month and a half has been kind of all over the place. I think my router is taking a dump because I wasn't using Comcast. I was using a better one, but it's Netgear stuff, and Netgear stuff lasts, if you're lucky, a year or two at best. And that's toast. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah,
I've had one, dude. The one that powers the back of the house, the backyard and stuff. That thing is old as dirt. Now that I've said something and you've said, well, whatever, I'm moving. So who cares if it works or not anymore?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So now after a full reset of everything, it seems to be working. But yeah.
So anyhow, you think you got a good connection here? and we'll
Yes,
start talking
I'm
about
definitely-
Hawaiian Legends. All right.
Yes.
But let's continue on with Living Legends 14, though. We are going to have another Bones and Ashes. We're going to have a beer pong competition. Awards are already made. Preacher and myself will be running it. Dun, dun, dun. We had one at Hawaiian Legends. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'd like to hear about how that went and how the locals handled it. Those people were so cool when we went. But we will be doing the next one after Bones and Ashes will be at Living Legends, and you're going to get
be legendary
championship belts again. We've got some extra swag. Ian, how you doing, sir? Man, yeah, like I'm sure he's got something that does voice to text, so he knows what's up. Ian. Anyways, we've got some swag coming out. We've got some swag. Mama Frog kind of put her foot down and invested in some product for Mad Frog and said she wanted something and she wanted it her way. So we did it, and I think it turned out pretty damn cool. But you're going to have to sign up for the beer pong competition to actually get one. So we're going to see how that goes. And we also have some other swag. We got some sunglasses coming out, so I think everybody's going to like those too. They're obnoxious, but whatever. Bright green. I wanted black, but they ran out. Somebody put in an order for 1,000, so I ended up going with neon green. So all this stuff's going to be at Legends. Some of it may be at Bones and Ashes, huh?
Hater blocker styles.
And the Malibu style. I don't know, like yeah, the plastic ones that everybody wears,
Cheap generic ones, hater blockers. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool. I'm not that hip. I got my AARP card in the mail yesterday. I ain't hip at all.
Hey, to be fair, you can sign up for AARP at 32, and it makes sense if you do any traveling because the amount of discounts you get at everything will 100% pay for itself every year.
Yeah, but when they actually put on there, you're 50 now, and why haven't you done this? And there's actual card. It was like,
well, yeah, that's because you're old as fucking dirt, Bill. I mean, that's
Thank you, Aaron, for looking those up. So, but just the colors are going to be reversed, boys and girls. All right. So those will also be available at events and on the website shortly.
nice.
But okay, there you go. 32 ounce gloriousness, lime green.
Those were the guys that I was talking about before, where I was like, yeah, like the bowling alley cups. I didn't know what they were like called, but yeah, those things.
So I was thinking a 14 ounce mug. No, Mama was like 32 ounce. Jimmy, booty shorts will be at events as well. We were actually supposed to have a big delivery from Max Sportswear Saturday, and then I get the email early Saturday that says shipment delayed. Thanks, UPS. It better not be a Black Ops paintball thing again, because those just disappeared. He never saw that shipment again. When was it Legends where we went down for the gas, where it was the gas shortage?
Yeah.
So we were supposed to have a bunch of stuff delivered to Black Ops paintball, and it's just disappeared. But so you guys make sure you sign up for the beer pong competition at these events. If we're coming, no, Lisa, you're right. It's not. It's seasoned. But my body feels fucking old sometimes. If your event isn't listed on that list of beer pong tournament events that we're holding right now, let us know. If we're coming to the event, hey, we can add your event to the list. All right. And have some fun. I mean, it's all in fun. That's the biggest thing is it's we like to have fun. We like to not take it too seriously. But it's beer pong, so sometimes it gets a little goofy. Shithouse does a really good deal with running it. We got to limit him to under 36.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So now that I have touched the diabetes, I don't think there's going to be any more pound a case of beers at Legends. I think those days are done.
So we're going for the whiskey?
Hard liquor seems to be the way to go. I mean, tequila, there's not much sugar in that. So
No, Jameson, buddy. Jameson. I don't know. We'll have to look at that.
My whiskey days were my young 20s.
Dude, you'll get used to it again. That's the exact same thing I thought. And I'm polishing these fucking fifths off like nothing anymore.
Although it is going to be a very big thing this year that people need to understand for Legends. Dave and Kelly got a liquor license so they could serve liquor at the field and give us cocktails all the time and stuff like that. Because of that, they have to have a controlled drinking environment. So in years past, people have kind of just brought their own beers into the beer pong area. That is absolutely not allowed at all. If you want, they have plenty of. They have a whole fridge full of a wide variety of beer,
and it's not. They're not scalping you. It's decent. They run decent deals.
If anything,
there may be some
the exact same prices of your average hole in the wall bar.
Yeah,
it's not like $15 for a fucking shot or anything like that.
And there may be some specialty drinks. I mean, if Aaron has his way, we're gonna have some.
I just need somebody to agree with me so I can make some things happen.
I don't disagree with you. I mean, liquid marijuana, it's great. It's just the process of,
There's simpler things too. You got the pickleback and Jameson and different things.
Well, if the pickleback with the Jameson, you're done. It's simple. Sold. I'm sold. You said Jameson. All right.
We could just mix Everclear and Mountain Dew and make swamp water. Get you there in a hot minute.
God, I haven't, man. Whoo, Everclear. Jesus Christ, dude. See, I mean, that is there. It's one of the clear liquors that doesn't fuck with me. If it's rum doesn't, I don't know. I just don't like rum. I don't, those drinks that, okay. I can't start out with the rum drinks. Maybe that's it. Because by the time we made it to the rum drinks when we were at Disney Worlds at Trader Sam's, I'm so glad they have a shuttle system at Disney World, because no fucking way was I driving. Whew. Yeah, I was trashed. Rum is not my thing. Rum fucks me up. But anyways.
Rum used to be my thing, and now most rum tastes terrible.
151, right? Bacardi 151, that's a rum, correct? Is that different?
Yeah. No, that's still, I mean, it's strong rum, but it's still
Well,
rum.
See, what we would do is, so one of my friends' parents owned an ice company. So we had very good access to dry ice. So we would dry ice the 151 and then drink it. I mean, you can't freeze a lot of things. You start lame. Anyways,
water's gross. Fish fucking that. Ew.
Yeah, man. Fish pooping it. No. The drinks at Fallout were on point. That's good. That's good. I don't really think I had any. Hot sauce Pong. Oh my God. We've got a Death Nut challenge still to do, shithouse, don't we?
Yep. I was
Save it for TikTok.
I was moving, or we were packing stuff up because I'm moving in with Sin next weekend. And in the packing, I was like,
okay,
you open up the cabinet, and I was like, oh, here's all my edibles.
How long is it? How long is it going to take you to move next weekend? Because I have authority on next weekend. Damn it.
I pick up the moving truck on Saturday. And I'm hoping at that point that I'm
You're
just
lame.
moving furniture.
Okay. Well, I can't. Paul said he was going to come help me, and I can't fault Paul if he doesn't show up, as long as he helps you. So we're moving the house into storage basically this weekend. Like the only things left while this house is being shown is basic. So like if we have to come back to this house, we're better off sleeping and living in the bus than coming back to this house, except for the garage. I started emptying it today, Chris. I started.
Is there a truck still in that garage?
Yeah, but you still can't really see it. I loaded the entire van full of stuff from the garage, and you still can't see the fucking lowrider, dude.
I mean, yeah, the amount of stuff like you gotta throw away, especially like if that house started on fire, let's say everything like a huge fire came and shit burned up, anything that you be like, well, it burnt up, fucking throw it away. Just throw it away because you're just dragging shit around. I mean, I think we took out.
Okay, but here's the problem:
7 bags of garbage of just stuff that I was like, yeah, I don't need it.
How long have I been in paintball?
Yeah, long enough. You got a lot of shit there.
I got a lot of vintage shit, and I don't want to just get rid of it. So you know what? That's something at Living Legends. If nothing else, hit us up. If I don't get a booth set up, hit us up at the bus, at the campsite. I'm going to have one hell of a spread of used. A lot of the shit I have is unused or used once. You know, I mean, I've got a lot of just extra stuff, and I'm willing to wheel and deal about it. Because, I mean, pretty much everything I've got, one way or another, I've paid for it. That was nice about Fallout, Lisa. Definitely. So definitely check us out with the swag and stuff. And you know what? I'm rambling and we're just kind of bullshitting. Shithouse, you got anything to add before we go into the epicness that is Hawaii? Because
about drinking for Living Legend? I mean, no, I would say we will get. We are doing it on what are we doing
Saturday.
it Friday or the Saturday?
Saturday. We'll do it Saturday. 7 or 8. Okay, hold on. We have 8 p.m. 8 p.m. There we go.
Yes.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yes. Thank you, Dill. Now, the rule is for anybody watching at 8 p.m. I start announcing teams. If your team is not there when I start announcing, you are cut. If you show up 10 minutes in, tough titties. That's it. Because it is way too hard to run a bracket when you have people going, well, I can't find my partner.
Hey, and here's the thing is if you guys sign up for these beer pong events, you get one of those 32-ounce mugs, but you don't get the mug until
you don't
show up. You get the mug when you show up.
Yeah.
Okay. Literally, we're going to give you a 32-ounce for the first few. We'll work it out because it's probably going to have to change as time goes on because we've only got so many of them. I think we got 100, so they're going to last for a while. What the fuck am I going to do with 100 of those goddamn mugs, Chris? Especially if I'm living in the bus. If I'm living in the fucking bus. Holy shit. But yeah, so you guys sign up. Okay, go for it, Chris. Do your thing. Say your piece.
Yeah, no, we are going to be doing Mad Frog Beer Pong, which is a traditional gentleman's beer pong. We've already had one person whine that the gentleman game that's because you suck and you can't play a good game of beer pong. If you need 40 extra rules to help you win, you suck. That's all it is. If you can't sink cups, you suck, and you shouldn't be playing the game. That's like me expecting to get extra points in baseball because I'm smaller and be like, well, if I hit a home run, I
got diabetes. I should get an extra point. Yeah. I got diabetes.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I'm only fucking with Chris. If you have diabetes, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you.
Yeah, we do a gentleman's game. We don't chase balls across the table. We don't smack cups off the table. We don't. Yeah, it's. We run a good, clean game because it is way too much for me to have to watch 3-4 tables at once with people doing their own rules and I'm heating up in an island. No, that's not how beer pong is played. If you go to a beer pong tournament, you don't get to do any of that. Okay, that is if you go on a national scale, they don't have that. Okay, Can't chase balls down the table. You can't do any of that shit. So we don't have it at ours because we play a gentleman's game.
Yeah, you can't play games with our balls, man.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, my frat. Yeah, because your frat sucks at beer pong.
So
yeah.
To a point, we have some fun, but you get it over here. This guy kind of takes control. So Bones and Ashes is going to be interesting because I hope Preacher takes control of it and runs with it because you know me. I usually take off after the game starts and then I sneak back in like I never. I mean,
yeah, Preacher's usually a little critical of me how I set up the event. The first time he tries to do it himself, he's going to see. He's going to see why sometimes it gets a little funky and out of hand a little bit.
Yeah.
As soon as you go from, 16 teams down to 11, and then you're trying to figure out how to run that so everybody gets to play fairly.
And you know what I'll do? I'll just run it the fuck through because I just want to get it the fuck over with. I'll be like, all right, yeah, whatever. Just fucking these guys are playing. These guys are playing. These guys. Okay, we're done. Fuck you.
Yep. And you see, a lot of people, though, realize if you don't show up, your team doesn't show up, the other team showed up. So I can't, to be fair to them, I can't be like, well, your opponent didn't show up, so you're out of it. And also, it's kind of unfair to me to be like, well, your opponent didn't show up, you get a bye. Well, all these other people had to play to get to that round. So you shouldn't get a bye. So then I have to do some sort of round robin bullshit. It's a mess. It's a miserable mess. And I hate it. That's why we
Wait a minute, isn't that like every guy's dream to find that one bye? I mean,
yeah, for a round robin.
Well, her name could be Robin.
Yeah, I would have.
And she could be a redhead and have some freckles and have like a little bit of a perm and only. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Whew. I'll wipe my head for a second here. I'm dreaming and damn. Anyways, I'm terrible. I am terrible. I am. So anyways, let's beer pong, excuse me. It's going to be fun. Check out the website, Mad Frog Paintball, madfrogpaintball.com.
I assume he means I suck at it.
Yes. Ian is Ian is deaf, and I think the deaf and man, it's got it. Ian, I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about you in front of everyone, but dude, I feel for you because it's got to be a bitch. Not being able to hear what everyone's saying and understanding the way we say things kind of makes things say other things. So the understanding and the way words work, it's just all fucked up between us. Great guy. Ian, you're great. We love
Silent
you.
Killer. We love you.
We're going to stand by you. You're our boy. All right. So, this global was a hot mess for you, shithouse, was it?
A little bit. A little bit.
That was my 50th birthday. That was nice. You guys did a lot of stuff for me that year at that event. That was a very nice game, and we had a good time.
That was about the time that my diabetes really started to flare up, but I didn't know I had it yet, so I would eat whatever, drink whatever.
Oh God. Do you see that? Do you see that? You just fucking whacked that sucker, and it just totally just flew right out.
Pimp slapped it out of there.
And we were all.
That was Legends.
We were all feeling. Jesus! Yeah. We were all feeling no pain that night.
Yeah,
it was good times. Good times. So, anyways,
talking about your birthday, not Legends.
That was at my birthday. That was at Global. That was at my birthday.
Was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, because Gutta was there.
You're wrong. Yeah. Right. So, anyways, we've touched on all the beer pong stuff. If any fields are interested, reach out to one of us, myself, Aaron Dill from Aaron Dill Media, or I guess you can talk to Chris too. I mean, any one of us can handle it, and we get you guys added in. If we're coming to your event, you can check out madfrogpaintball.com. It's got all the events we're going to be going to. ones we've decided in one capacity or another we're going to, we can pull off a beer pong. I mean, what the hell? We'll make Christy run one if she's the only one showing up, right? Sorry, Christy. I just threw you under the I'm effing boss. But off the beer pong, check out madfrogpaintball.com for all the stuff we got going on. Let's talk about Hawaiian Legends shithouse. Maui for me. So my history with Hawaiian Legends was I was part of the staff. I was one of the head refs. Connor, McKenzie, and myself were the field refs for the event for the first Hawaiian Legends, and it was great. We did everything we could to make it so that it would keep going. Because god damn, that island's awesome. The field is great. From my standpoint, the field was great. The fires. Did you guys get the fires like we got the fires? The weather's totally different from when we went and when you guys had it.
Like bonfires, you mean?
No, the whole fucking mount. So when you're pulling in the driveway and you look up at that big mountain, that whole mountain was on fire.
Oh, okay. So I know what you're talking about now. So when we were there was no fire, but well, there was a little bit of a fire, but that's a story we'll get into. But for those who don't know, the way the clouds hit Maui is they hit one side of Maui in the mountains, and because they can't literally climb over the mountains, they stop right there and dump all the rain right there. So one half of the island is basically like it's a full-blown rainforest jungle. Like,
it's crazy.
There are areas where you can't see more than a foot into the foliage because it's just filled with stuff. Which I still gotta get Dill the pictures here. I'm gonna start uploading some of them.
And and I've got a bunch of stuff that I've started to go through for Hawaiian Legends, even the dive trip too. It's another fucking place, man. It really is. You go from one side of the island to the other side of the island, and it's totally fucking different. I mean, it's a big argument amongst, look at these guys and girls. It's a big thing about on the island about trying to get the water from one side to the other because I feel for both sides, but yeah, it's nuts. One side is dry as can be. So, Chris, they literally had helicopters flying into the ocean, dropping the baskets, picking up water, and flying over top of us and dropping water on the other side of the field on the mountains.
Yeah, the one, like we said, the one side show, the other side is just basically almost arid desert. Like there is green stuff, it grows on it, but it's basically rocks and sand or just dry dirt everywhere.
If it's something nice growing, they there you go. They upkept it. There's somebody really trying to make it nice. Is this actual footage? Is this actual footage? But it might be. That's crazy. That is actual footage. That is it. It was nuts, dude. It was goddamn nuts. Okay, I'll shut up, Chris. Go for it. So, let's talk about your trip.
So they actually, at one point, we'll get into why we had to talk to firefighters in a minute. But we did talk to a firefighter and the guy that worked for our rental van company, and he basically explained to us that at all times, like their fire department doesn't have, like there's not trucks just sitting in a thing. They are constantly roaming and moving. Because I believe he told us, like where all the windmills are going up the mountain, where everything's dry. If they aren't there at the spot to put out the fire, and they might have to drive up a mountain and shit, within 40 minutes,
they've got some cool ass trucks, dude.
Yeah, the whole mountain will be on fire. So they have to basically be roaming in the area at all times in a moving truck in case they have to go, because they won't have time to go from department to wherever. So there's always moving around tanker trucks away. I mean, we saw a ton of them while we were in Hawaii and stuff.
So I think when we did Hawaiian Legends, it was like August, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was.
So there's got to be a definite, because the whales and stuff are in there right now, right? The whales are breaching and stuff. So we didn't get that.
Yeah. Well, okay. So a big thing is around Maui, the water, like in much of around Maui, is 300 feet deep or less. So that's where the whales typically go to breed and to like raise their kids and shit. So that's why this time of year they're all over that. I mean, we were seeing whale breaches left and right. I thought about getting me and Cindy a whale watching tour, and everybody was like, no, don't bother. Do anything else, because if a whale comes up out of the water, the boats legally have to stop anyways and wait X amount of minutes for the whales to stop breaching before they're even allowed to move again. So you could go on a whale watching tour and maybe not see anything, but if you go on anything else, if there's any whales, you're going to get to see some whale watching while you're doing it. So that's why, like, they would tell us, like, don't go on the whale watching tour, go on the turtle snorkel, because it's the same amount of money, but you're guaranteed to get snorkeling and might get whales versus might get whales and no snorkeling.
See, I definitely got the sea turtles when I went. Definitely got the sea turtles. That was pretty cool. Snorkeling off of the beach at the hotel that we got hooked up with while we stayed for like 2 weeks. We were there for the event, and we stayed in a freaking very awesome condo. Check out our YouTube channel, and you'll see the cool video of that. But the rest of the time we stayed in a van and just camped wherever we could. But offshore of the hotel, the turtles, I mean, everywhere, dude. Diving was really cool too, because that was actually really like the first long dive, like scuba dive, that I've done like in warm water. I mean, most of the time I've dove a lot, but it's been in the Great Lakes. That's fucking cold, and you usually can't see shit. The ocean, holy shit, you can see shit.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I mean, the weather was beautiful the whole time. It was, in case anybody's ever curious about that time of the year, it was 85 and sunny every single day. At nighttime, it was like 68, 70 degrees. And it rained for 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, the whole week that we were there. And it was just while we were on the rainforest side of the mountain.
See, it rained like every 20 minutes for like 10 minutes when we were there. It literally, when we were on the rainforest side, every 20 minutes for like 10 minutes. I mean, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter because it was like 90 degrees.
Yeah, you didn't even, and it was like it wasn't even like a rain. It was we'll call it a heavy sprinkle.
See, we got a lot of extra waterfalls though because of the rain. And when we did the road to Hana, we weren't able to do all the pools because there was excessive water and stuff like that. So, I mean, did you guys end up doing any of the road to Hana officially? Did that app work for you?
Yeah, we ended up having to pay for the thing anyways, but it was no big deal.
It's pretty cool. It was pretty cool, wasn't it?
We did not stop at everything. We stopped.
You can't.
At a few things. Yeah, because it was, if we had started like the first day that we got there, or even the second day, we probably would have got through more of it. But Paul and Christine had a snorkel adventure on Thursday, so we didn't want them to miss out. So we ended up starting it Thursday after they got back. Did like, I want to say we parked just past Hanatown.
I saw you guys camped out for the night at one of the places we camped out with the rock, with the palm tree. Yeah.
Yes, which is funny because when we pulled in there at night, we're like, this is a perfect beach. We'll camp out here. We woke up the next morning to see no camping signs friggin' everywhere. We were like,
everywhere. This is federal property. Yeah. I mean, if you check out my TikTok, you'll actually see a sticker. One of those signs, if they haven't been replaced, should have a pink Mad Frog logo on it.
You know, I didn't see any Mad Frog logos while we were there. on anything. But there was people who've been putting stickers on. Apparently, it's a very popular thing on the road to Hana to throw a sticker onto something.
Yeah.
There may be a Chris sticker somewhere along the way now, and a couple of the anti-dictator stickers are now on the road to Hana. But yeah, there was they were like, oh, no camping. So like we got up and we're like, oh, we're gonna close the top to the van and we're gonna pretend like we just got here and everybody be real cool. And there were some people there that were like from the property, that people that set up like the Huli Huli chicken stand and stuff. Nobody said anything to us. Everybody was cool. But yeah, we stayed most of the time right across from the gun range. There was a little beach park, and that's where we spent most of our nights, was there. And every once in a while, one vehicle would pull in. Everybody was pretty cool. There was a group of Hawaiian people that came there to fish that like destroyed, threw every bit of garbage they could out of their car at that site, which was a little irritating. I didn't see one tourist throw trash on the ground while we were there, but I saw a bunch of Hawaiians doing it, which I was like, you live here, you have to deal with it all the time. You would think they'd be a little bit, yeah. I'm sure, you know what, every place has got those people, but we ran into a group of those people, unfortunately. But for the most part, everything was beautiful.
Yeah, it's a freaking gorgeous island. Look at this gross shit. Gross, man.
Actually,
ew. Cinnamon. Look at this. Look at this.
Yep.
We're all trying to get you to run. You need to run. You just got to run as fast as you can. Get in your car and push the pedal to the floor. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Yeah, we did.
Congratulations,
we were
guys.
There. Thank you.
Congratulations.
We did that. Originally, the plan was to do it at the Waimoku Falls, which is the biggest one there, the 400-foot. However, it hadn't rained for days before we got there. Oh. And I was like, and it's a temperamental waterfall. So sometimes there's water, sometimes it's just a cliff. And I'm like, because it's like a 2-mile, I don't want to say like a rough hike, but it is a pain in the ass hike a little bit to get to it. It's beautiful when you do, 100% worth it. But that hike was a little hard. And when we got there was, when we got there, it did happen to be wet, but because I was worried that there would be no water, we stopped at what's called Twin Falls, which is on the way. I took her down about a 25-foot really sketchy path on the side of a cliff with no railing that like all of us kind of slipped and almost went over. And I did it there. So
see that was one of the nice things about us being there, is there was a lot of water, but yet there was too much water, so we couldn't do some things. But yeah, there were some like ladders that were basically made out of tree roots that we climbed up, that we like look at the pictures and go like, what were we? Well, there was a bunch of people down there already. Yeah,
the big falls were amazing. What does she got there?
She's just got Mountain Dew in a jar. She doesn't have like booze or nothing in it.
As long as it's not urine.
Yeah, so long as it's not urine, right? Oh my! She's coming in to give me my next. Yeah, here, hon, you can take it. Yeah, you know.
Did you text her, say I need a pee bottle, bring me one, and she just wasn't discreet about it?
I have no more glasses.
Oh, we have no more glasses because everything's fucking packed up. We have like 4 plates.
This is the neighbors.
Oh no! So that used to have like
some really good shit
in it. But anyways, hello, baby. You're in here too now. Okay, I could use a drink.
That's how we were the other night.
Good for you.
And we had to use plastic silverware and had to eat off of paper plates the other night because we packed all the kitchen.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have all my silverware still, but I just only have a couple plates. What?
Oh, I didn't know if people needed to hear my voice.
No, they don't. Oh God.
A little ASMR.
ASMR,
It's been a while.
I actually maybe we just figured
Maybe
out
both.
something. I figured out how we can make money, how you can make us money so we can live on the road all the time. You got to do like AMSR stuff, and it doesn't matter how you look. So stop flipping your hair and.
Yeah, nobody's
Does Cindy have any idea? Can she hear us at all?
No, not at all.
No, not at all. Yeah,
Hello, Cindy.
we were trying to get her to
Welcome
run.
to my world.
We're trying to get her to run, and she won't do it. We just
Like
can.
this.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you later. Anyways.
It's like go up and down, up
So-
and down, up and down.
Yeah. But
smash,
Jesus
smash.
Christ. Anyhow, welcome to my world. So what else about Maui? How was the beer pong tournament there?
Okay.
Besides, I mean, nothing compares to you guys, you know, to a girl actually saying yes, you know, to you
pictures
because
from beer pong
No, because it was dark
with
out.
them winning.
No.
Okay, so I know somebody has them. I just don't have them on me.
Okay.
Unfortunately for beer pong, because we ended up doing it on Saturday after the game, and everybody wanted to go out to eat, and it wasn't. I would say.
I was wondering because that's not their thing, you know. I was wondering how it was going to work out.
It's more of a frat boy culture thing, so there wasn't a lot of college people. So we only had 4 teams.
Mm-hmm.
4 teams for beer pong. And you're
Did you-
looking at one of the teams.
Okay, I was just going to ask that.
Yeah. Paul and Christine made up another team. Easter and Firefly played on a team, and we had one more team that was Phil and Mouth. So they were Phil My Mouth.
All right, and then here we go, Jacob and Firefly.
Oh, okay, there they are. Yep, they ended up winning. They beat Paul and Christine. They beat us going into the finals on a rebuttal, unfortunately. So, yeah,
I'm surprised it was actually because it gets dark there early, I think.
Oh yeah, we had to park a car to use the headlights.
Oh, well, that photo turned out very well then.
Well, that was the next day. So we took the photo the next day during the award ceremony. And speaking of photos that we took while we were there, because we'll get to the game in a minute. Dill, if you could bring up that photo I sent you. Yes. Okay, so this little girl there, her name is Heaven. She came to the field. She was walking around and she kept looking at Cindy and Christine, and she was smiling like ear to ear, but like she looked like she was afraid to talk to us. Well, her mom came over and said, like, hey, she's afraid to talk to you. But she's really excited to see you guys here because apparently she follows us on Instagram because she loves that we have so many females on the team. So we were like, oh, you absolutely have to get over here and take a picture with us. We hooked her and her sister up with shirts. And then Paul gave her one of his jerseys there.
Nice, Paul. That's good.
Yep, she was playing with Capital Punishment, another team up there. But yeah, she went home with the man fire. She was beyond excited and stuff. And she was really sweet. Her mom and her sister were really sweet as well. And yeah, she was just excited to see a team that had so many females on it. So
I like having the ladies on the team because I'm afraid of most of them. So I know everybody else should damn well be.
Yeah, a lot of them were a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's a support. It's a sport. It's a support. It's a sport for everyone, and everybody. I mean, we even with disabilities, we can make people part of the game. So it's definitely a cool thing. It is definitely fun for everybody in the family. But that's cool. I'm glad to hear the story behind that. That's freaking awesome. So other than that, what about the game? What did you think? What about the catwalks and stuff?
So I loved the field. The field was amazing. So the only complaint I would have about the game.
Look at that. That's how Chris keeps all the girls in his room. That's how Chris keeps all the girls in his room. That's how you.
Apparently, she got to pull it like you mean it. I mean, She doesn't have as much experience pulling it as I do, so. Yeah.
Anyhow,
But yes.
Okay,
So the only the field was beautiful, the game was fun, the paint shot great. The only thing that I wasn't in love with was I think we almost had too many players for the game, which is a weird thing to say. But there was enough people that basically we spent the whole weekend spawn camping each other.
Oh, jeez.
Back and forth. Like at one point it was a good fight in the middle of the field, but like first day we got spawn camped hard. I mean, like you let go of the net and bam, you're hit. And then we pushed them back to their spawn, and it was like they couldn't even. And then it was kind of back and forth because 200 players on an area the size of a football field is a lot of people, especially when a gun shoots over 100 feet. So I would say that game, nobody wanted to utilize the backside of the field. Everybody just said, screw it. Like, we'll run the missions if we have to, but we're all going to fight right up front, right at the net, right at the spots.
The middle of that field, the middle of the field, I think is the fun place to play because you get that. You've got the couple different catwalk systems, and you've got the cement cylinder field.
The field was amazing, like the bunkers, the multi-story, and it's
you got the double decker bus that was out there. That was kind of cool.
Yep, I was shooting the crap out of people from that for a little while. I will say this: I am very appreciative of any field that has a second story, anything. Mainly because you have to pay out the nose for insurance. The second people have to go up a flight of stairs, just because there's the more risk of an injury. So anytime I get to a field that has second stories, I love it. I absolutely love it. Their field, I played great. Like, it would be awesome to go there for like open play one day. The air system worked pretty darn good for the amount of people that were running off of that thing. We maintained at least 3K throughout the whole event, and 200 players using, I think there was 2 fill stations that with 1 hose each, and everybody was good. There was no lines for it. Like I said, the paint shot good. The refs were fantastic. There were plenty of refs for the event. Anytime you called a ref for something, they were right on top of it. It was a Legends game, and anything run by CPX typically runs fantastic. If there's any issues, they're on top of it immediately, and they take care of it because they want the players to have a good time. Hadu was great. Whose crew of refs there were great. The opposing players, everybody was pretty cool. I don't think there was any arguments. We actually took home.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of those now. Maybe. Actually,
No, I don't have it here.
There you go. So we've got one we've got a set now because we've got one for the blue team from the first Maui Legends. See, I was part of the staff, but yet we had like 7 or 8 of Mad Frog Militia playing on the field, and they got sportsmanship there. No. So we've got the blue one in the bus, and now we've got this red one. So
they ended up giving it to us because on the first day, we kind of did once the spawn camping started happening back and forth, we kind of like agreed with the other side, hey, we're going to back off a little bit from each other. We're going to let some teams run some missions and stuff like that. And then at the top of the hour, we decided that's when we're going to go back hard at each other. And while we were kind of doing that, we went back to part of the field to do our mission. And there was a little screw up that they had to fix. No big deal. We got the points. But one of the other team didn't really know about it, and he was at a building, and he realized there was the whole Man Front group plus other couple of people standing there, and he kind of looked like, oh no, and we were like, hey, you probably weren't here with whatever. Tell you what, we'll give you, 20 seconds to get wherever you want, and then when you say you're ready, we'll yell 1, 2, 3, go. We'll go from there because we're not interested in coming out here and just blowing your head off for these little bit of points. And that's why they ended up giving us sportsmanship award. There was
Nice, guys. Nice.
everybody was pretty cool. I don't even want to call it an argument. I set my gun down, walked over, told some guys, I was like, hey, you're shooting, we're spawn camping each other, but right now, like, you're shooting dead people that are standing like on the net. You're killing people that aren't even live, and you're blowing them apart. Like, once our guns come up, blow our heads off. But if we're standing there, no gun in our hand, standing on the net with a gun on the net, it's not right. Like, we're dead. There's no need. Like, you're good. And me and the dude hugged it out. We were cool. There was no yelling, no swearing. I didn't see any argument, like real arguments. I didn't see any fights. I think I saw 1 to 2 people wipe the whole time we were. Everybody was pretty cool about that. It went off pretty well. It definitely went off well. We also were, what helped with the sportsmanship is we originally signed up red team, and unfortunately there was a deficit on blue. So Hanu asked, and the whole team switched blue, and then they were ready to switch us back to red on the weekend. And we said, look, if you don't have to, it's fine. We'll play blue. We're just here to play and have fun. And we did. We had a good time.
That's kind of why the rest of the team ended up getting sportsmanship for the first year as well, because we jumped around as we were told we were needed to even out the sides and have fun, because that's the biggest thing when we go to a paintball event. Winning's cool. Don't get me wrong, but we want to have fun.
Yeah, we've done our fair share of losing.
Yeah. Winning's great, losing's fine. We just want to have fun. That's it.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. You go there, and even like when the spawn camping started happening, both sides were like, you know what, we're not having fun doing this. Let's back off each other. And because we want to play the field, we don't want to play the spawn point. So everybody was very cool, very sportsmanlike all weekend. There were we took a few rough hits, but there was nobody. One person was shooting field paint that wasn't supposed to, and the refs were out looking for him. But once the refs came out and everybody scattered, I think they figured out who had it. But other than that, everybody was pretty good. Didn't see any real cheating. There was, like I said, 1 or 2 dudes who like wiped a couple times, and they paid for it. They really paid for it because people were like, "Oh, okay," and then just dumped on them. But it was an amazing event. I would definitely go back there and play again. Whether it be Legends or if I could afford to go to Hawaii for open play. Yeah.
That's one of the things we like to do when we go to paintball events is, Hell Survivor is kind of local for us, GI versus the world. But so we don't really do an adventure or an explore, but when we go to events that are a few hours away, we like to turn it into a trip. We have the hashtag another MF road trip. And if you type that into social media, you'll come up with a bunch of our social media posts from all over the place, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, all that stuff. And you see all the different stuff we try to do while we're on these trips. So just don't go and play paintball. Go have fun. Go live your life.
I'll say this too. At the field, they had Spam Musubi, which is basically fried. It's like a Spam sushi roll. They're big. And they had... I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Hashtag
it was basically
one poop, one flush.
But yeah, they had. I think
I got to start that again.
Or Pong, but it's basically like a fruit smoothie. But you were able to get like 2 Musubis, which is enough to fill you, plus a smoothie for $9 at the field. That was pretty premium.
That's
Definitely
nice.
had a bunch of those. Those were like, when I got home, I was like, hey, can I make these at home? They are that good.
So actually, something just dawned on me because I was going to ask. So did you guys camp at that campground just before the field with the huts and the showers?
No, because unfortunately, with it being so close to Valentine's weekend, every single campsite, tent site, car camping, tentalo, bungalow, everything there was booked for an entire month. Like there was none. Any of the other campgrounds around were pretty much booked unless they were one in the middle of BFE and it was like, hey, it's a grass parking lot where we'll let you park for the night with no amenities. So it's like, well, I can park on the side of the road and at least I'm next to the ocean, so there's no point. We did car camp it the whole time. Me and Cindy stayed in a Honda Element, which in retrospect, next time we would go a little bit bigger. But it worked. It worked for us. It's just because she was fine. I'm a little taller, so I could have used like an extra 6 inches of space for my feet. Paul and Christine got what's called a Volkswagen Westfalia or a Westie, which is like a hippie camper van. The place we went did have a lot of older models, which they got.
Yeah. We had a Ford camper van, so it was basically a Ford conversion van with the pop top and a seat that folded down into a bed in the back. That's what we stayed in.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I told Sydney next time if we don't do a hotel, there are places that will rent you like a Mercedes Sprinter van with a full camping setup, and it looked a little more comfortable.
The Sprinters are a bit more expensive. I mean, how was the one that Paul had? Because that was one of the
other. We get into the fun story.
Well, wait a minute. Before we get into that fun story, I want to know why I'm supposed to talk to you about chickens.
Oh, they were friggin' everywhere.
They're everywhere, dude. Everywhere. The one morning where when we're at the whatever campground, I wake up and I'm trying to take a picture of Connor and Cody sleeping on lawn chairs, low boy lawn chairs with jackets over them as blankets. They're passed out there. And there's chickens sleeping all around them. I tried to get a picture of them and I touched the door and the chickens all scattered. But literally they had like 12 chickens sleeping around them, huddled around them, sleeping.
Yeah, they were everywhere. They are technically native to the island and they don't really have any like real predators other than the mongoose that are around on the island, but even then they are like there's way more chickens than there are mongoose. First of all, there's everywhere you go there's friggin' chickens. And in fact, at the field, the area where we were doing our setup, there was where we had a table. We get there and I could hear a chicken. I'm looking around.
But wait a minute. Were the goats still there?
No goats.
Okay.
That we saw. But there was a rooster hanging out in the tree above us, just making all kinds of noise till the game started. And he was like, yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here. And then the table that we were using it was like a pallet table. And underneath, we look and there is a chicken with a nest of like 7 eggs. And it was just hanging out, raising eggs under there. They are everywhere. I did tell Paul at some point in the weekend that I was going to catch a chicken, get my hands on a chicken. While we ate lunch at a burger bar right outside the Ritz-Carlton I think it was the last day that we were there. I was able to caught a rooster over there that wouldn't shut the hell up while we were eating. I mean, it was crowing every 2 minutes, if not more, in the middle of the day. So it's not even morning. He's just doing it to do it. And I had enough of them, so I caught him close enough to me, and I gave him a little whack, scared the shit out of him, scared a bunch of people because he made a loud chicken noise. But yeah, they were everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So a lot of mongoose. Everywhere. Did see one wild pig on the road to Hana, just chilling on the side of the road.
Okay.
Didn't see a ton of wildlife while we were there, other than basically chickens and the occasional mongoose. We did see the gnarliest centipede I've ever seen in my life.
The shit that's in the rainforest is fucking crazy.
If I pick, I wouldn't even pick it up. It was about 7 inches long. It was about as thick as my pinky finger around, and it had some big nippers on the front.
That was why one of the hikes stopped. That was the stopping point for one of the hikes, and we had to turn around. There was also another hike where Shelly didn't want to go across the bridge because of all the holes in it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that bridge isn't there anymore and they've rebuilt it by now. I really hope so.
I would say this. So we only went on the road to Hana to the Hala'akala National Park, which is where the big falls of the Seven Pools is. Because everything
so
after
you
that,
didn't-
the road
okay.
gets really bad because it's basically they try to make a road on volcanic rock and it slices tires.
Dude, I took that at 35, 40 miles an hour in that camper van.
Yeah. We were told that on that part of the trail and part of the island, because of how bad it is, the rental company's insurance does not cover the van. So
See, that was one of the things where I did the homework. I found the rental company that I can go anywhere on the island I wanted to.
Yeah. They told us that they were like, you can go there, but more than likely you'll blow out a tire and it's going to be on you to. And we were just like, yeah, we don't need to see Charles Lindbergh's grave. Like we're good on that. So the Haleakala National Park is where our road to Hana ended. But yeah, it was beautiful. The wildlife was cool. I mean, fish everywhere. Paul and Christine did not see any turtles on their snorkeling trip, unfortunately.
Bummer.
I want to say they said they were there for like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden there were like 7 more boats there. They did see dolphins playing.
Well, that's cool. I didn't get lucky enough to see a dolphin. I got to see some really cool fish hanging out around the coral reefs and stuff.
Yeah.
When we went diving with I think Maui Dive Co. And it was part of the clowns. So we went diving with Rojo. I'm sorry, and his family. Yep, and his family, and had it was an awesome dive. We didn't get to do the Malakini crater because of the weather.
Christine went.
Yeah, the weather wasn't right, so they took us along the cliffs of the and stuff, and we got to see some cool stuff. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was definitely a fun time.
I did do a little bit of snorkeling off the beach. The beach was fun the last day, especially we went to the one right outside the Ritz-Carlton. I can't remember the name of the beach, but the waves were 10, 12 feet high. So they were hitting you and they were throwing you. And one time I wasn't paying enough attention because I was trying to goad Cindy into the water. And I had a big one hit me, drop my swim shorts completely around my ankles, and drop me on the beach, ass up, completely naked. So that was cool. In front of everybody, I'm like struggling to pull up my pants. I'm like, oh my God, like it got me. So yeah, I got fooled by the ocean.
You were trying to get fresh with Cindy in the water with your pants down, and you got hit by a wave. That's what happened.
All my swimsuits for when I was a bit heavier, so it was as tight as it could be. And as soon as that wave hit me, it was like, nope. And yeah, I mean, thank God they stopped at my feet, or else I would have been standing up in the water going, uh-oh. Yeah.
I'd love to have been there. Love to have been there for that.
That was a little wild. Those waves were friggin' awesome, though. Did do a little snorkeling and almost grabbed a hold of a sea urchin, so that was cool. I reached out. I was like, "Oh, here's like a little." I don't know if it's technically a rock or technically coral because a lot of it looks the same. But I dove down to try and get at something, and the waves were moving me, so I went to kind of hold on to it. And right as I stopped about a half an inch away from grabbing, I was like, what is that? And I moved my hand away. Well, it's a black sea urchin full of colorful, I want to say like purpley pink spikes. So I'm like, well, that's usually a sign of something poisonous that you don't want to touch. Because typically in nature, if it's bright and colorful, it's deadly. Or at least going to hurt. So I almost grabbed a hold of that. Got lucky. Did not. No jellyfish stings, anything like that. We didn't see anything like that. Did have to empty 3 handfuls of sand out of my shorts after swimming. Like I was pulling fistfuls of sand out. I told Cindy, I was like, there's a whole sand dune in my shorts right now. You could see it when those waves were rolling over, just clouds of sand in it. Like, cause they were big waves.
Yeah, see, it was pretty mellow while we were there. So, hey, everybody, make sure you check out. make sure you check out madfrogpaintball.com. Check out our stuff on social media. Check out our awesome TikTok channel. We're kicking it up with some cool stuff going up on there. Check it out.
Yeah, shout out to Aaron Dill Media. Our TikTok went from what we had like 3,000 or 4,000 followers
to 20K in a week.
Yeah,
I don't know.
20K a week. Yep. While we were in Hawaii, that thing took off. So congrats to Aaron Dill Media.
So check out our TikTok as to why so many people are following it. Check out our other social media. Check out our website, madfrogpaintball.com, because it'll link you to all that other stuff. So there you go. Check out the website, and you go from there. You'll see all the cool stuff we got going on. Excuse me. I'm empty, Chris.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh, hold on.
Gotta get the last few drops. There you go.
All right, I got it. All right, so we're
after the face planting video, I believe that was a Bones and Ashes, I think, right before Legends last year.
Yeah. So speaking of Bones and Ashes, that'll be the next event we will be going to, and I think like Jerry's got a hint there. I think we've been running our mouths for a little over an hour and a half now.
Ooh, we have done a long show this evening,
and thank you for joining us. Because
I never shut the hell up. That's why.
Yeah, and I have to make sure I don't talk over top of everybody as I'm talking because I get excited because I'm all juiced up on Jameson. Anyways, check us out.
All checked up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Mountain Dew. I'm gonna go all spider monkey on your ass. Thank you for joining us this evening. As the music in the background says, thank you for joining us once again, and check out our website. And Chris, you got anything you want to add, Mr. Dibbs?
I want to say thank you to the island of Hawaii, its people, Maui Paintball, CPX Sports, and all the players in Maui that made sure we had a great time, and they treated us like family from the second we got there. Much love to you guys.
So, thank you for joining us, and I guess we're out of here. All right. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you very much for helping us out with this evening as well. Aaron Dill Media. Check him out on Facebook and all that stuff.
Deuces.
Bye.